Hey darlings, today I feel good making this video, but do you know why? It's simply because I am smelling so good, okay? Have you ever had that feeling that you are over the moon just because of the way you smell? Have you ever felt confident in any room or in a gathering just because of the way you know you smell, okay? Once you know you smell good, it boosts your confidence. When you know you smell good, you feel free talking, raising your voice, looking at people in their eyes, and you name it. Have you ever known who is coming your way just by recognizing a particular smell? There are instances where I've known who is by me just from the person's smell. That's how much a perfume could go to impact someone's personality or to talk about someone's personality. That's how much a perfume could identify you. So today I am going to be talking to you about this unique business that could bring you millions in Africa, and I mean millions, just from selling it. And as you must have known already, we are talking here of the perfume business. And when we talk of perfume here, you could think of branded perfume, designer perfume, perfume oil, Arabian perfume, basically all of them. But here's the secret. You aren't going to be selling all of these perfumes, okay? You are going to be specializing in the selling of designer perfumes. Yes, that's the secret. And I am going to be letting you know how to go about it. But before we proceed, let me start by giving you the main reason why you should start a perfume business, or rather a designer perfume business in Africa. When we think of those who wear perfumes, we mostly think of the working class, right? They wear perfumes to work, to church, to the market, to hang out at night, to nightclubs, to restaurants, and basically everywhere they go. And do you know that right now across the globe, Africa has the fastest growing working class population? Another reason why you need to embark on a designer perfume refill business is that the profit margin is so high. So embarking on a designer perfume business right now in Africa, you are going to make millions, and I am going to be telling you how. So in the perfume business, like any other business, the first thing you need to know is your target clients, okay? What is your target client? Who are the type of people you want to sell your perfume to? Remember, we are talking here of designer perfume, and I am going to be telling you why I chose the designer perfume over other perfumes. The designer perfume business I am talking about is different from that which you know, because this is basically a business in which you are going to be bringing the designer perfume closer to the average class of people in society. Most often when we hear of the designer perfume, we think of the rich or the affluent in society. But do you know that you can bring the designer perfume closer to the middle class? Yes, you can do that. And the way you can do that is by getting suppliers who are going to be supplying you those perfume in large quantities, that's in bulk, wherein you are going to be retailing those perfumes in smaller quantities, okay? So you could get suppliers at places like ETL Entertainment or LuckyScent.com. Or also you could go to Alibaba or AliExpress and sort out suppliers there. Let's take, for example, our most popular perfumes like Dior, Chanel, Gucci, Paco Rabanne, Givenchy, and you name it. A lot of people fantasize on those perfumes, but they think they can't afford them, okay? But do you know that there's a way for you to actually get access to those perfumes by getting in contact directly with the producers and getting it in bulk and retailing to your customers back in Africa at moderate prices? We are talking of a system wherein you are not selling fake perfume, okay? You are selling the original perfume, but the difference is that you are selling it in smaller quantities and actually fractioning the price as well in order to enable the middle class afford. Let's take an example. A Chanel perfume that an original size could cost about $1,000, you can get smaller refill bottles or smaller retail bottles and inject a fraction of that perfume and sell it for about $200. And that's going to make it affordable for a middle class African. That said, let me get into the details of how you could go about such a business. The good thing with a perfume business is that you don't necessarily need a big shop. You could just get a small shop with beautiful shelves for your display and you are good to go. And also, it's a business that you could commercialize online very well. So there's no need for a start getting a big shop. Once you've secured a shop, you are going to be needing 3 things. You are going to be needing a display bottle of generally about 100 ml, and you are going to be needing refill or retail bottles that are very small, generally 30 ml, and a syringe that you are going to use for the refilling process. So once you've got those things at hand, you can start your perfume business. And another thing you would need to do that's very important is to take your business to social media. I can never emphasize that enough, okay? If you have a private account, you could actually expose your business there, but it's advisable for you to open a brand new account just for your perfume business. This is because Instagram is not going to let you promote your brand if your account is personal. So you will need a business account in order to promote your business on there by maybe running ads or paying for promotions. Once you've done those things, I have other tips for you. Here are some things you need to do in order to maximize your profit in the perfume business. The first thing I would advise you to do in your little small shop is to make sure you have an AC. Because when you sell such perfumes, your clients are generally people who've got good taste and who are used to the high life, and they want to love to come into a small, stuffy and heat-infested shop. You need to give them the comfort they deserve because they are actually buying perfume that is not cheap. Your perfumes are actually expensive for an average African, okay? Those are not the perfumes that they would see all over the shelves in every shop. Your perfume is actually a designer perfume that is simply just retailed in a smaller quantity. The next tip for you to succeed in this perfume business is to bring a plus to your customers. You are not going to be limiting yourself in the selling of perfume only. You are going to be bringing them a plus. And by a plus, you are going to be educating them on how to wear those perfumes, okay? How to properly use those perfumes, how to store them, which one to use, when and how or why you need to do those things. And when we talk of wearing certain perfumes to the right places, we have an example of a nurse or a medical personnel who is wearing a very strong perfume to be walking around patients. If you are a patient in a hospital, there's no way you are going to be tolerant to a strong scented perfume or to a loud perfume. You would appreciate more a fresh or softer perfume. I remember when I was pregnant with my babies, I used to get irritated by strong perfumes, okay? There are instances where I would completely leave a room if I am in with people who have strong scented perfumes. So wearing the right perfumes to the right places will go a long way for your customers to come back. And you are the one to do the job for them by advising them on which perfume exactly to choose for their occasions. You also need to let them know what perfumes to choose according to their personalities, okay? Some perfumes suit some personalities, but they won't suit some, okay? That's why you are going to find a perfume suiting a certain person or smelling nicely on a certain person and doesn't really smell nice or suit another person. For instance, someone who has a timid or quiet personality would generally go for softer and fresher perfumes, while someone who has a strong or rowdy personality would generally go for stronger scented perfumes or louder perfumes. Another thing you should be teaching your customers is to learn how to layer perfumes, okay? And another advantage of teaching them how to layer perfumes is that you are going to be making more profit, because when we talk of layering perfumes here, your customer is going to be needing, for example, 2 to 3 perfumes in order for them to layer their perfumes, okay? And for them to layer their perfumes, you are going to be advising them, for example, to go for 2 softer perfumes and a loud perfume, okay? And teaching them how to layer perfumes, this is an example. You could teach them to apply the softer perfume upwards, the average perfume at the level of their abdomens or their waist, and the stronger perfume downwards, that's down on the downer part of their dress. That's what we mean when we talk of layering of perfumes. So you teaching them the layering of perfumes, they are going to enjoy mixing perfumes and you are going to be selling out more. How about that? And talking here of layering perfumes, do you know that you can actually create your own mini unique perfume by mixing scents? Yes, there's a way you could take perfume A and perfume B and mix them together to get perfume C, which is going to be your unique perfume that you are also going to be introducing to your customers, okay? But hey, be careful with mixing of scents. It's advisable to mix a maximum of 2 to 3 perfumes at most when you are about to be mixing scents. And there's one thing that you need to know. A perfume wrongly applied or applied in the wrong places is going to give a different result. So if you don't teach your clients where to properly spray their perfume, they are going to have a different result and they are not going to appreciate it. You could teach them to learn how to apply their perfumes on their port points, their wrist, and under their ears, because those places are warmer and generally project the perfumes more, and they are going to have their perfumes consequently last long and appreciate your perfumes more. You would also need to explain to them how or where to store their perfumes, okay? For if they store the perfumes wrongly, the scents are going to be tampered with. Let them know that they would rather store their perfumes in the darker places or places void of sunlight. You need to offer them such additional services so that they could also see that their money is worth spending at your place. And if you are so worried and you are maybe scared of falling on the wrong product, I am going to be giving you 2 tips on how to identify original perfumes. Everything starts with appearance, okay? The first thing to do is to make sure to know the color of the original one. If you are going for the Paco Rabanne perfume, for example, you need to lay your hands on the original perfume and study it. Take note of the color, the consistency, the thickness, and everything. If the one you are being proposed is lighter in color or darker in color, there is a question mark. And now, going to the application, that is the biggest difference between any original and fake product, okay? Original perfumes are volatile. By that we mean fake perfumes are going to stick, okay? If you take a fake perfume here and spray it, it's slightly going to stain your dress or appear wet in a particular direction if you spray it in close proximity to your dress, okay? But an original perfume would never stick, okay? An original perfume would simply blend, and like I said, it's volatile. It will simply blend with your dress and it's completely seamless. And like I always say on this channel, to make real money, you need to be solving a problem. So what are the main problems that perfume users often face? We know the main problem is the availability of fake products on the market. So you are going to seize this opportunity to make sure that you sell only original products, okay? You are selling designer perfumes and only designer perfumes, okay? That's how you're going to distinguish yourself in the market and make profit, because Africans now are so disappointed with sellers who do mixtures because they often lie. So once you specialize in a particular product, you often have leverage over your competitors. If you sell only designer perfumes and you are known for selling only designer perfumes and the few people who come aren't disappointed, you are going to have what we call the mouth-to-ear promotion, and your business is obviously going to boom without you doing a lot of efforts, just because you stayed true to your word by selling the original product and not mixing. That is the secret to succeeding in designer perfume selling in Africa. That is retailing the quality of the perfume for Africans and retailing it for them at much more affordable prices. Good thing with the perfume business is that you contribute in making people happy and boosting their confidence. Everyone loves to feel good. Everyone loves to get compliments. And when you smell fresh, when you smell good, you get compliments, and that boosts your confidence. If you've watched this video till this level, I believe you've gotten value from this video. So why not subscribe right now to the channel and join the Africa Today crew? For here, I make it my personal mission to make sure that you attain your financial independence as soon as possible. That said, thanks for watching this video and hope to see you on my next one.